In this video, we're going to explore how to move around your computer using the terminal. These are the really most basic things that you need to know to start using terminal. So let's take a look. First, we're going to start with a command called pwd, and that stands for present working directory. And what this is going to do is tell you where you are on your computer right now. So at this point, where I am is at users/rsc. And in my case, that's the name of this user, RSC. So we know right now, wherever we are, this cursor exists in users/RSC. And when you think about moving through the terminal, it's just like any other more graphical interface that you've used to explore your computer. You're clicking on folders, you're clicking on files. You're basically doing the same thing here, except you're using the terminal to do those things. So let's do the next command, which is ls, which is going to list everything that exists in our current folder. So again, we're currently in the RSC directory. We do ls, that lists the contents of that folder. So RSC contains these directories and this one file name. So the next command is going to be to move to one of these directories. So we do that by typing cd for change directory. And let's go into documents. So cd, tell it where you want to go, documents, hit enter. Now you can see we're in the documents directory. To prove that out, we'll do present working directory again, hit enter. Now you can see the full path to where we are. We're now in the documents. Let's type ls again to see what this contains. And you can see that it contains one file, file.txt, and one directory called my directory. Well, let's try to move again. We'll go change directory, my directory, hit enter. Now we're in my directory. pwd again just to prove it, and there we are. Let's do an ls, see what's here. Oh, we have another directory. We could go into that, or before we do that, we could move the other direction. So far we've been moving down deeper into directory structure. Let's move up a step. So the command is the same, cd for change directory, but in this case we want to go up. So the notation for that is 2 periods. So change directory, up 1. Previously we were in my directory, documents/my directory. Oops. And now we are back up into documents. ls, you can see that my directory is there. So let me move down one more time to show you another option. We'll go back into cd my directory. And let's say we want to go back up to the root where we started. So there's 2 ways to do this, but I'll just expand on the last way we learned. Change directory, ... and then slash, because we want to move another directory, ... So you can read this as change directory, up 1 to my documents, and then up another directory back to root. Hit enter. You can see that's exactly what we did. Present working directory, and we're back at the user directory. So there's another way to do this, and I'll just quickly go back into my documents and my directory. You can see I'm showing you an example here of moving down 2 directories. You don't have to go a single directory at a time. And let's move straight back to root. Simply type cd, don't give it any direction, and that'll take you back to the top. Okay. Let's look again at how to move to a specific place. You saw me do cd documents, my directory, which takes me down a path. But what do we do if we're here in documents, my directory, and we want to go back into, so let's say, the downloads folder. So go cd back to root and see what we have access to. So downloads, is a sibling to documents. And just like going down two directories, we can go to any place we want by giving it an absolute path. So let's get back into documents, my directory, and now let's go to downloads. So we know that downloads is a sibling to documents, which means the path when we want to go there should look something like this: ~/documents. So let's do that. cd tilde slash, but instead of documents this time, let's do downloads. Hit enter. Now we're in downloads, pwd. So there's two ways to move around: the relative path, which is moving relative to where you are 1 or 2 steps, or an absolute path. You can move anywhere. Let's say I want to go to movies this time. Move anywhere you want to, as long as you have access to type directly the path that you want to go to. Now we're in movies. So you've probably been seeing me take some shorthands here. So let's say I want to go down into documents again. CD, there's a thing called tab completion, where you can start typing and get most of the word typed and hit tab, and that will autocomplete. So if it only knows there's one place to go to from the letters that you've inserted so far, when you hit tab, it'll autocomplete that, which is a very handy way to make things quicker and make sure you're going to a path that actually exists. And that's it. I hope that was helpful. These are the basics. pwd, present working directory, find out where you are. ls, list the files, and change directories to move around. If you learned something, please hit the like button, help other people find this video, and consider subscribing. Thanks.